Hey guys, welcome to the Knowing Angels channel. I'm so excited to be here, and for the YouTube people, I'm excited to be back. It's funny, I had a whole idea of what I wanted to talk about today and for this video, and they're telling me something else all morning. They've been pounding me with it. So that's a little thing about angels. Since this is the Knowing Angels channel, we got to talk a little bit about angels. If they have an idea, a divine plan for you, something they really want you to do or say or whatever, you're going to keep getting hit with it until you do it. And I'm a little hard-headed. They know this, so they've been hitting me with this, like, you got to talk about this, you got to talk about this. So, and it's it just comes in as, this is what you're talking about. There's no other rhyme or reason. This is how it is. So yeah, welcome. I'm Lisa Gober, your host. I have been a psychic medium for over 30 years, and I have been talking and communicating with angels since I was a little girl. So I am an angel expert as well as a spiritual counselor. And this channel is all about angels, and it's all about dark angels. It's all about spirituality, about love, and about a little bit of paranormal. But I like to get into all this stuff because some people I encountered over the weekend. I was in Miami Beach for a little vacation. It was lovely. But I had this bartender who asked what I did. And when I told her, she's like, oh, scary. And I'm like, no, it's not. You know, once you understand and have the knowledge of all these things, the fear is taken away. Trust me on that. If you watch this channel enough, you'll learn that you don't have to be afraid because we're always protected. 100%. I guarantee it. So anyway, here's, and I know people have stories, oh, this happened to me, that happened to me, and just trust me, I have my own stories too, but we are always protected. So let's get into the topic they wanted me to talk about, which is when your life turns into, excuse the language, a shit show, when things just go to hell in a handbasket, and you're like, what? You're like, what is going on? I was doing well, and I decided I wanted more, or I wanted something better. I'm manifesting this, or, you know, whatever. And then everything just goes. That's usually because you're up leveling to some higher consciousness, some higher vibration. But in order to do that, all this lack, all this your ideas, your negativity, the things that you believe to be true, like if you're manifesting more money, or you're getting a better job, or you want more money, whatever, and you're finding out all of a sudden you're getting hit with all these bills and things are breaking down in your house, and you're like, wait a minute, what? I just wanted more money, a better job, more money, whatever. What's happening is all your ideas of lack are coming up and manifesting first. So the universe is basically showing you where you're in lack and what you need to work on. It's nothing to be afraid of. I know it seems really scary at the time. Trust me, I've been homeless twice. So I know I've been through these hard lessons. I've been through some real crap. And if you watch earlier videos on my YouTube channel, you can see that. And if you have any questions about that, I can do another video about that. But I've been through the ringer, and I feel like I've been through a million lifetimes. And I'll tell you a quick story. When this happens, we tend to get into this spiral of negativity of like, oh my God, everything's going wrong and there's nothing I can do, and you get depressed. And what happened to me a couple of years ago is I went into that spiral thing. People stopped booking me. I put offers out there. I do think, nothing. Crickets. Money just dried up, nothing. And it went on for months. I couldn't pay my phone bill. I lost, my phone service. I was like, had no phone for a while. Luckily, I live with my hubby, and he takes care of me. But at the same time, I was like, you're so depressed because you feel like a loser, you feel worthless. And that's how I felt. I was so depressed and I hated every minute of it. And I just went into this spiral of like, I guess this is how it's supposed to be. Um, and it went on for like 5 or 6 months. And what happened is between Christmas and New Year's, I I woke up like at 3 in the morning and I went out to the kitchen table and I was crying and I was screaming like, why is this happening? And this isn't fair. I've been, through this before without money and what, and I was mad. And I said, what can I do? What can I do? And the angels, who can be very tough, they are, oh, they always speak to you with love. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes you hear it in a different way, but they always say things with love. So what they actually said to me and how they said it was, you know what to do. I was like, what? And they said, you know what to do. You teach people how to heal and how to work through emotions and how to work through blocks and, things as far as manifesting. They're like, you know what to do. So use your tools. So in my head, I heard, you know what to do. You have the tools. I heard the snippy. I was like, and because I'm not in a good mood. I mean, you're just kind of like, you just want the sympathy, right? Oh, poor baby. They don't do that. They don't coddle you unless you really need to be coddled. This point, I needed the kick in the butt because I had been wallowing in negativity. So what did I do? I did use my tools. Instead of continuing to wallow, I broke out my journal. And this is just one of various methods you can use to get through times like this. But I broke out my journal and I started writing. And I wrote it all out, all the bleh, all the yuck, all the depression, all the sadness. And then I kind of worked through it. Why is this happening? Where's my belief that I don't deserve money, that I don't deserve whatever, what's happening here? I just kind of kept asking myself questions like that and digging deep until I suddenly just felt lighter and lighter and lighter. And it was kind of like this purge, but also once you kind of recognize things that, wow, this happened before. And like, I guess I never really believed that I deserved more. Once you kind of recognize these things within you, they kind of dissipate and you feel like, I do deserve stuff. Like, it gets you to a point where you can realize, hey, it doesn't have to be this way. And this is not a training video on healing. There's, definitely more involved, and I will get into that in another video. This is just me telling you a story. So the key point when life is going down and everything's going to yuck is to recognize what it is. It's a form of an up level. It's a purging, you could say, of ideas and lack. And this is the time for you to sit and try to figure out what your beliefs are around this, why this would happen, why you can't make more money, or you don't believe you're deserving of it, or why you can't have the better car, or whatever the situation is. Just start thinking about it. What is holding me back? What is this showing me? What is it showing me? So, yeah, it can be tough and you can get stuck in this rut for a while. But once you recognize it, you're up level and things start pouring in and manifestations start happening. Another quick story for you, if you will, is that I've had some major health problems in the past year or two. Big. I've been so many doctors and surgeries and stuff. I haven't been able to work as much and put out these videos and work, do my readings and stuff. And I went on pure faith that my bills were covered, that the money just came from wherever. And I've been living on faith. And I've been taken care of the entire time, not by my hubby. I mean, yes, he takes care of me, but money has just come, like from wherever. That has helped me. Um, and I haven't put a like, I need it from here or there. It's just been. I've been going on faith and recently been working with Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael and healing, really healing. And it's been wonderful and it's been working. And we'll get into more of that working with angels to heal. But I want you to know whatever you're going through, if you're going through the shit show, it's okay. We all go through it. And please break out your journal, maybe meditate. I have a tapping video on YouTube. Just however you can tune into what's going on and kind of take an outward view of it and not see it as, oh my God, my life's falling apart, but more of a, this is a transition. One last point I'll make to you guys. When we're manifesting, when we're using law of attraction, whether consciously or unconsciously, the universe has to rearrange things sometimes to bring about what we desire. And sometimes that doesn't look pretty. Sometimes that's part of the shit show because the universe is literally like, okay, you can have this. I will give you what you're manifesting, but you can't have that and this. It won't work together. So we're removing this and we're shifting this here and creating this. And you're like, what is going on? Everything's going crazy. And then the manifestation comes in and you're like, oh, cool. But sometimes that is also the reason for the shit show. So if you're in that kind of peril, like, again, just step back, try to step back from it, try to see it for what it is. Trust me, once you recognize it, it brings a sense of relief, even if it's tough, the situation's tough, it brings a little sense of relief. And there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, always, 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 always. Your angels are always with you. They're always guiding. It's up to you to tune in. It's up to you to listen. If you're not listening, how are they going to help you? Right? So again, those are other videos we're going to get into. Thank you for being here. I love you and I look forward to being here more often and bringing you content. The angels, they just want you to learn about them and work with them and listen to them. So I'm going to give you as much information and tools as I possibly can on the Knowing Angels channel so that you can do all of that. I love you dearly. Thank you for being here.